Nonprofit organizations and county governments across our country are often the first responders of the nation's most pressing issues for those in poverty. More often than not, good evidence about how to serve in a crisis does not exist. Organizations sorely lack access to data they can use in addressing the needs of the most vulnerable in our country. Let's look at some of the headlines of the last decade. Hurricane Harvey storms the Texas coast, impacting thousands of low-income residents. Policymakers debate whether we should be welcoming refugees, but these debates lack understanding on how refugees who are resettled in the United States are faring. Reports show that children in foster care have the worst outcomes of any other group in our nation. Opioid usage becomes the nation's next drug battle, and the number of children being raised by grandparents because of this crisis reaches an all-time high. And most recently, our world deals with the COVID-19 pandemic, and unemployment numbers skyrocket in the United States, impacting some of the most economically unstable citizens in our country.
Leo's about being nimble. Sure, there's some issues related to poverty that stand the test of time, but our country is always evolving and new issues and groups of people in need become center stage. We build evidence to support the poverty-fighting community leading the way in tackling the issues that need to be understood now.
In addition to its established policy focus areas, criminal justice, health, education, housing and homelessness, and self-sufficiency, Notre Dame's Wilson Shien Lab for Economic Opportunities, or LEO, works with organizations to build evidence to better understand how emerging issues fit into the complex puzzle of poverty. Through its focus on emerging areas, LEO has studied public and private programs designed to help children in foster care, examined ways to help victims of the opioid crisis, and evaluated programs giving refugees better access to community resources.
Our research has helped the nation understand that refugees who enter the U.S. as children graduate from high school and college at similar or higher rates than their native-born peers. When refugees receive support to learn English, succeed in school, find good jobs, and get involved in their communities, we all reap the benefits of their great potential.
For years, LEO has worked with social service organizations across the country to determine which anti-poverty programs improve outcomes for people in poverty. But what unique interventions might be required as new issues arise? Why do children in foster care have worse poverty-related outcomes than any other group? How can an intervention designed to help the rural poor in one state be used to fight poverty in other areas? What is happening today that our evidence can begin to address?
Our research during the COVID-19 pandemic has created new poverty estimates that are available in real time, instead of waiting 20 months for the official numbers. Understanding the immediate impact of federal assistance and what is needed to ensure poverty doesn't increase during a national crisis is key to making the right policy decisions.
There are many issues that are unfolding today that our country needs answers to now to be able to respond tomorrow. That is why LEO is focused on emerging issues. Our job is to be flexible to answering the questions where evidence is needed.